After 5 years, the emotions are still raw. 3 generations from East Aleppo torn apart in the battle for the city, now together again in neighbouring Lebanon. But even here, the family don't want to be identified. Shireen told me she would sleep with tears in her eyes after fleeing East Aleppo with her 4 children, leaving her parents behind. Sabri and Zainab endured 4 years of war. Then, last month, their house was destroyed by shelling, and they finally managed to leave to start the long journey to Lebanon.
After a long, hard 26-hour journey, we finally reached the Lebanese border. And finally, I was with my daughter.
It's okay.
That moment, I felt I was born again.
The battle for Aleppo is at an end, but there is little left in the east of the city. The UN says it will take at least a generation to rebuild, and the psychological damage of the war could also last for years.
When we were in Aleppo, we were living in constant fear, sleeping in fear. Every waking moment was in fear, from the bombs falling. My children still live in fear. They are traumatized, and they can't forget. If the electricity cuts, they start crying.
There are over 1 million registered Syrian refugees living in Lebanon, and the majority, like Shireen and her family, would like to return home eventually, but it's unlikely that the battle for Aleppo will spell the end of the civil war, meaning that so many Syrians will be unable to return anytime soon. Tomos Morgan, BBC News, Mount Lebanon.